Hello there, everyone. I'm Sandy. Of course, hopefully, some of you know I'm your biz strategist. And this afternoon, I'm recording a different way on the video. So, hey, thank you for being here. And I want to have a conversation with you. I'm going to do something a little different here. And I want to see how these videos go, and then we'll go from there in the future. So, what I find I want to kind of like just talk about. Oh, let me clean this. Let me get this together here. Put this thing back. Yeah, what I want to go over with you is some things, upcoming things that I'm going to start working on business wise, and I want you to tell me what you need. I know that a lot of us already, we some of us know how to get a business going, but my question to you is, do you really know how to grow that business? And that's what we're going to be discussing over the next few weeks and things like that. And so that's what I want to do. I want to go over this with you and find out what you need from me. So let me look in some things that I wrote some notes for myself, and I want to let you know what I will definitely be focused on for you. We're almost in September, and the year is rolling on by. And I do remember this time almost last year, on the 27th of September, we had a bad hurricane, and it was called Helene. And we've never had anything devastating like that here in our area before. And it was a doozy. Really was, people. It was really a shocker. It shocked our city. It shocked. It just took us out of our normal way of doing things, and a lot of people lost their homes. Lost A few people lost their lives. There was a lady and a baby that lost their. She was holding one of her children when the tree fell on her home. So it was just so much. I mean, there's so many stories I can go on and on about, but I won't do that. But I want to say, in the conversation that I'm having, that I want to have with you, is I want to let you know that this is your season. This is your season for greatness. This is your season to do things unimaginable for you, and you just what you need to do is, first, you need to do a few things. You just make sure that you are working on your personal development, whether it's reading your word, getting that personal development, and only you can measure it. No one can measure your personal development for you. And so you can be the one. You can only you can measure that. And that's basically what I want to talk with you about. Just from the beginning to getting that together. And I am going to, I'm still doing my grant, my grant class. I'm getting ready to get a community together for you. Maybe you can be a part of it, and it's going to be a monthly subscription for you. But you will be getting me live at least once a week, maybe sometimes 2 or 3 times a week. It all depends on the subject and what's really going on. I'm going to base the post on the economy and what's going on, to see how much we need to talk about certain things. And so that's what I'm working on. If you want to know what's going on in my head, when it comes down to helping my clients and to helping the future clients grow, that is what I'm doing. And then also, anytime I drop a class, like even when I drop my next grant writing course, I want you there, and I want you in there. You will have the information there. You will have things that I can walk you step by step. So that's where we're going to be. We're going to be in the community doing that. And I am I am elevating myself, and I'm not telling you to do something that I'm not doing. I'm in courses myself. I'm in communities myself, learning and growing in the areas of where I want to advance 10x at least. So I am doing my part too. And my day is full with just organizing and setting my goals and setting the plans, so where I can be the best I can be, so where I can give you what I have, what God has given me to give the people that He has me to serve. And that's what you need to do the same. And and so, with all of that being said, it's not going to be easy. You're going to have to work on you every day, and that personal development piece is going to be have to be. It's just it's going to be so important to you. It's going to have to be something that you're going to be have to be consistent with. If you want a different way of life, if you want things to change, you're going to have to do something different. And I had to, I mean, I'm talking to myself. I'm not just saying this to you. And I had to realize that too in my life, that I have to change Sandy if I wanted something different. And that's what I'm working on for myself as well. And once I did that, it freed me up to realize that, okay, I understood the purpose that God has had for me, or He has for me, because I had everything else cleared, and the other clutter, the noise, the chaos, and all of that was just silenced a little bit, because I was being obedient. And working on your personal development is one of the, people, is one of the key things that you need to do. And like I say, reading your word more, getting into knowing God. I mean, I serve God, whatever your source is, to help you to get, with that inner person and that inner, to receive, just to activate your inner strength. That is what you need to be doing. You definitely need to be doing that. And I ain't perfect. I do some things. I get angry. I do some things that I shouldn't do in life. And I, get myself, because I love, and I love people, and I'm just a person that really love. I'm just I love loving. And sometimes that can get you in trouble a little bit. It really can. You can give your heart to the wrong person. You can be attached to the wrong people, and then your life is not, or some string of hair or something. And so your life can take a different turn that you want it to, and then you have to recalibrate, and you have to regroup, and you have to start all over again within yourself. And so sometimes it's best not to make those mistakes in life, that, you know, sometimes it's best to not to make those little mistakes that you the cycle some of us we've been in it over and over and over again. So it's time out to not to do that anymore. And so that's what I had to tell myself to one time. And so anyway, and once you do that in your personal life, that's what I want to just tell you, that then everything else that you want to desire, and you want God to give it to you, you will have it. It will come to you. It will come to you, whoosh, full force. And then hopefully you'll be ready to receive it, once you get it, because you would have done the work. And so that's all it is. And like I said, within the next, I can get that up soon for you to join the community with that. And then also just having you know that we're going to start with a 90-day intensive, and we'll still be doing another separate grant workshop, and then some other workshops to help you make money in your businesses, and then help you get, like, if you need, like, say for instance, a lot of people want to do government contracting. I have some clients that I don't have to, but they work with me one-on-one, so I do their registration for them every year myself, so they don't have to even think about it or worry about it or do anything. And so when I get off here, I have one client, I got to do his in a few minutes as well. But I want to just tell you, getting that, I walk you step by step by step with things like the administrative pieces to a lot of your your opportunities that sometimes you it's like you don't understand the paperwork, the language, or you just need our agency to help you get there, and that's what we're here to do. Yeah, so that's what we're going to be focusing on for the rest of this year. So, be encouraged, keep going, keep yourself, keep things in perspective, and do and work on you, and make sure that you are serious about what you're doing. Okay. And especially in business, just make sure that you are going to be the one that's going to be consistent in what you're doing. You're not going to be lazy about your own opportunities and your own growth. And then you're going to be a person, a man or woman of your word. And it's, just keeping your word in whatever you're doing in the process. And then also, one piece that I think a lot of us kind of skip around with, and we just don't understand how important it is communications. yeah, communicating with the people that you're working with, communicate with the people that you're doing business with, whether it be letter, whatever kind of correspondence, whether it be email, and whether it be mainly is just letting them know from the beginning who you are and what you're going to do for them if you are working with them in business. And then also in that communication piece, just lay it out, because everybody is not your customer. Everybody is not going to receive what you have to say to them. And it may sound harsh, and it may sound like you're unprofessional, and it may sound like you're not the person they may not want to work with, because if they don't want to be teachable, then guess what? Let them go somewhere where they can be teachable. And that's the attitude you have to have. And then that comes with you working on you with your personal development, because and especially if you are operating in integrity, you want to be the best you can be for them. So anyway, those are some of the things that's is really wrapped around your personal development that you really, really need to think about when you're out here working with people and working with clients. Because I'm gonna tell you, you're gonna have to use those skills out here. You definitely you're gonna have to use what I'm saying to you, because I've been there. I'm telling you from experience, not just textbook. No, I have 30 years in all kind of business stuff, look, business directions to tell you. So I am not textbook talking. This comes from trial, error, reality. This comes from experience. This comes from working with people. This comes with, the ups and downs of the personal life. Yes, you got to get that thing together before you want your business life to be together. You got to have that personal life together, because if you don't, it's going to filter in your business, because I've been there and done that. I have. And sometimes, even to this day, I still those still it knocks at my door too as well. It really do, people. So I'm just telling you, keeping you encouraged, and hopefully I can maybe work with some of you in the future on some business goals that you have. But anyway, I just wanted to kind of like I said, I want to try this out and see how this goes and how this flows. So I'll be doing some more videos like this in the future, and putting them out here and letting you guys know on some things that we can be working on. But in the meantime, in between time, let me know if you needed my help and my assistance. What would you want me to help you work on? Okay, let me know. All right, talk to you later. Bye bye. And I enjoyed this conversation, and I hope you did too. Bye bye.